How many people can say they've awkwardly goofed up and required course correction, literally by Olympic royalty like Kristi Yamaguchi, and in front of the Shibutanis? Yeah, I didn't plan it either. Join me at the AAPI Excellence event in Boston, where I somehow turned a moment of glory into glorious embarrassment, as usual. But before then, don't forget to like and subscribe for more figure skating related content. Alright, y'all, so picture this. Me, a skating enthusiast with just enough skill to not be a total hazard on the ice, heading to the AAPI Excellence Learn to Skate event back in March. I went because diversity deserves a celebration, especially in this day and age with everything going on. And I also love skating, and let's just be honest, there's some big names there. And let me just say, I was so impressed when I arrived and got the gift bag. Stunning. So thoughtful. I feel like someone really sat down and said, let's make these folks feel special. Mission accomplished, y'all. While I was lacing up my rentals, Team USA skaters were out there crushing it, making it look way too easy. Nervously tied my skates like I was prepping for a battle. Oh, and just casually, the ISU president sighting, he was right there. And guess who was standing right in front of him? Vera freaking Wang. And did I realize in the moment? No, absolutely not. Nope, did not. That should have been some foreshadowing. So then I started this Learn to Skate event that was meant for, basic skating skills. I was pumped until I touched the ice. I was lucky enough to be taught by Tenley Albright's daughter, Aline. And bless her heart, she had the patience of a saint. Like full-on patience of Jesus levels. For reasons that remain a complete mystery to me, I forgot how to skate. I could not glide. I couldn't balance. It was like someone cursed my skates or activated a voodoo doll. It was so bad, y'all. Like, impressively bad. Worse than I've ever skated in my life, even probably in the very beginning stages. I sincerely hope Aline did not think I snuck into the wrong group, because I promise I can usually skate. But nope, I just got worse as the session went on. Honestly, at some point, I just had to laugh.
Great time.
I'm really bad at this today.
Thank you, Tina. And to our VIP legends, U.S. Figure Skating and this community.
Eventually, I did manage to stand long enough to catch the speeches. And while so many incredible Asian American and Pacific Islander skaters sharing their stories, inspiring does not even begin to cover it.
About last night. Tell us about last night.
Well, last night, I'm trying to block it out just because I cannot wrap my head around world champion. But I really liked my free skate, guys. It felt very, very energetic. Really easy and just really flowy, light, and the crowd was great. So if you guys, any of you were there, thank you.
Today, say to Alyssa at 13 years old.
Yes, well, I would tell myself to never doubt any of the decisions I was going to make in the last 2 years. So I just really hope that I always listen to myself.
Thank you, Alyssa. So, Kristi, in 1992, you became the first Asian American to win an Olympic gold medal in the Winter Olympics. I have to ask, How did that feel, and what did that mean to you?
I mean, I think regardless winning, it was beyond my wildest dreams. I think it was representing my country and being an Olympian was the dream. So it was really just icing on the cake. But I think it wasn't until a year or two later, where I realized I was the first Asian American to win an Olympic winter and what it meant to the Asian American community. Yeah, I think feeling the support from the Asian American community and learning and just, I think, reflecting on the history of even my own family, of what they endured here before my generation, they really paved the way for that to be possible. And so, yes, I think I appreciate and really thank the generations before me who let me live out the American dream.
Thank you, Kristi. All right, now busy in the Philippines. Would you like to tell us a little bit about something?
Alex and I have been doing a lot of traveling recently, but in the past month we were in Tokyo, Seoul, and Manila, and something very exciting was that we had the opportunity to introduce ice dance to the Philippines. We've loved sharing our love for the sport. Being Asian American, we know that we're connected to so many places, and to be able to go and introduce the discipline, there was so much enthusiasm and excitement, and we're so happy to be here today with all of you. It's special to share this morning together.
Yeah, we're so grateful to be a part of, we're here in Boston at the World Championships. Like, what could be better? We're so lucky to be able to see such amazing skating. Alyssa last night, and then the ice dance in the men's later today. And thank you everyone for being here with us this morning. Our skating community is global, but also the diversity of the Asian American community.
Rocket Man Nathan Chen! So you were competitive for so many years. How do you get your competitive nature out now?
Well, I mean, it started because I'm the youngest of 5, so I have 2 older brothers, 2 older sisters, so I had to compete in some way, And then now, I'm not super competitive anymore, I gotta say. I kind of put it out on the ice and I'm just chilling now.
Not the answer I was expecting. Okay. So you've always had a very close relationship with your family and with your mom. And tell us a little bit about how that connection and the connection to your heritage has affected and shaped your life and your skating and your training.
I thought you said connection to my hair. I was like, oh, okay, that's an interesting part.
Heritage.
Yeah, I mean, my mom was like a huge part of my career, and probably alluding to the previous question why I was so competitive. I think she came to the US with a bit of a chip on her shoulder, and she definitely transferred that chip onto my shoulder as a young kid, and then allowed me to use skating as a platform to grow, to learn. I mean, as you all know, from the very first day that you step on the ice, you're going to learn lessons that will transmit to the rest of your life, how to be resilient, how to stand back up, how to fall. There's so many things that you learn on the ice that are just so important for life in general. And, I think we're so lucky to be able to have all these amazing skaters here, and sort of just, I stand on the back of giants truly, on, Michelle Kwan, Kristi Yamaguchi, Patrick Chan, Yuzuru Hanyu, there's too many amazing skaters that I looked up to, and I think without having that sort of representation to see that it was possible, it would have been a lot more challenging for me to even envision a world in which this is something that I want to do. And yeah, it's the community, all of us here today. This is so great to see you all here. Thank you so much for showing up and having fun. And the competition's been amazing. So it's great to be here.
Thank you, Nathan.
Oh, and there's Vera Wang again. And you know what? This time I knew it.
Divine Vera Wang.
A little bit embarrassing for me, but I have to say I've been a figure skater myself. I skated for about 16 years in single.
At this point, I had a choice to make. I was either going to continue channeling Bambi, or I was going to just embrace a different kind of awkward and sneak off the Learn to Skate event and go wait in line for autographs. It's like I panicked and thought the only way you can get out of this, Jillian, is to literally calmly sneak off the ice. And guess who was in line though? Danny O'Shea. And yeah, he had that boot on. That was how I found out that he was actually injured when he did all of his programs at Worlds. He was so warm and friendly though, and took the time to take selfies with everyone. He really made that line like 10 out of 10 vibes because we were waiting for quite a while. So after a solid hour-long wait, totally worth it though, it was finally my turn. And this is where my inner chaos gremlin just truly emerged. So how the line worked is we were let back in groups. So we get ushered behind this mysterious curtain, and then boom, there are these Olympic legends at the autograph table. And managing the line directed us in a way that was kind of overstimulating. Like she would just be like, hey, go here, go here, go there. So she looked at me and said, go over to Nathan, he has an opening. And I'm thinking, this is a weird system. It's like the speed dating without the dating, of course, but with like world-class skaters. I'm just like, what is this? Maybe this is their quirky way of like doing the system well. So instead of being a normal person, I walk right up to Nathan Chen and hit him with, she told me to come to you. Yeah, that's what came out of my mouth. Like that is literally what came out of my mouth. Not love your skating. Oh my God, you're awesome. Loved at the Olympics when your jumps are right on the music. Love that you have a cat now you post about. No, it was, she told me to come to you. So then I figured, instead of just like reading the room like a normal person, I thought, I can just figure out this system now. We're not supposed to go in orderly fashion. We're supposed to go to whoever has an opening. I do not know why I thought that was the system. So then I figured, hey, Kristi Yamaguchi's open. Well, I'll go to her next. And then after I got my selfie with her, I began to get really confused, and I started noticing that like no one else is doing this bizarre speed dating, not dating, autograph line thing. So that's when I said out loud, I am so incredibly confused by this line. And Kristi, bless her honesty, and she's probably thinking, bless her heart to me. She's like, yeah, you cut the line. And so then I'm dying inside. The Shibutanis look naturally amused by all this. And I'm like fully spiraling. So then I'm just like, oh no, oh God, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And then Kristi, as if I didn't hear the first time, it's like, yeah, you kind of cut the line. So at this point though, the line was actually kind of chaotic. And so I immediately tried to blend back into the non-line, and I really was resisting the urge by the time I got back to Kristi's section to not just over-explain to her about what happened, but also explain to her who I am as a person and awkwardness. But I did get to also meet incredible skaters, so thankfully Danny and Ellie totally redeemed the moment by saying they loved my fox dress. I felt so awkward at that time because of what just happened. That totally helped though. I love when I wear my animal dresses to skating events and skaters notice it. So I'm going to be holding on that compliment forever. Tragically, Vincent had already left and my moment with him was gone, just like my dignity. Okay, that's dramatic. And I got my selfie with the shibs, and in true me fashion, I just completely forgot how to use words, and at that point they probably thought this woman's an idiot. I'm joking. They were lovely people. I was awkward. And then just as I was wrapping up my emotional roller coaster, I know this is very dramatic, I got ushered into a room filled with awesome ice cream and treats. So it was clear that the event was winding down. And the last thing I wanted to do was be that person who overstays after everything. So I made my graceful exit, emotionally bruised, but sugar fueled. And this ice cream was good. Like, I don't know if it was Ben & Jerry's, but it was good. So yeah, it was all kind of awkward at so many times. Yes, it's going to haunt me for a bit. But this event, it was lovely, full of hard community, unforgettable moments. There was this point in line when this woman was talking to her Asian American daughter about how there was greatness in the line back there and that she hopes she's inspired by it. Like, that was just lovely. All right, y'all. So I'm going to be diving into this amazing gift bag. I'll leave you on that. Trust me, it's some cute items. God, don't forget to like and subscribe for more figure skating related content. So we got a really cool gift bag for doing the Learn to Skate. And so far I've opened a little bit. There is Snowplow Sam. I'm thinking something you put on your zipper. I don't know. And then some stickers, a schedule. This I only slightly opened. So just look at this beautiful wrapper. And Okay, gonna have to put the camera down for this one. AAP for Boston. I love that they have that. White Rabbit. What is this? I'm excited to try that. I've had this before with the grape. And then, I'm not sure what this is. Is this, oh, what is that fruit? Not, is it jackfruit? I don't know. I'm gonna try that. That's cool. Okay, let's see what else they have. Oh, Post-it notes. Like a skate. This is so pretty. Oh my gosh. They did not have to do this. What's this? Just a piece of paper? Well, that'll do. Oh, that's, oh. What? Spicy turmeric tonic. They went all out. Oh my gosh. There's more. It's a Kristi Yamaguchi stick. Oh. Chapstick. Oh, from Jackson. And it's getting a little Boston pin. I don't know why, but that makes me... And a pencil. I don't know why, but that makes me really excited. So that is a little gift bag I got. That is so sweet.